self-understood. You expressed your concerns about Christians in the Nineveh Plain, and particularly their persecution by the Shia militias. Are you concerned that with the strong showing of the Shia militias, that problem will grow worse?
I wouldn't tie the two together. I think ISIS was driving and doing much of this. When you had a failed state situation in the Nineveh Plains, it got much worse for the minority faiths, the Christians and the Yazidis in particular. So I wouldn't necessarily tie it to that, but I think this is something we've got to press and watch very closely as the new government is put together in Iraq. And we have to demand that the religious freedom is guaranteed and protected for all, period. Full stop. And that's what we're going to do, and we're going to push it hard.
As your report says, there are a very large number of Christians living in the Kurdistan region. Would that be an example of the kind of values you're seeking to promote?
It would be. The Kurds have been particularly good about protecting people of minority faiths and much more supportive of basic religious freedom. They haven't formed or pushed their government based upon a particular faith so much as defined more as a group and an area. And it has tended to attract. It's also part of my point about growing your economy and less terrorism. If you have more religious freedom, you're going to have a growing economy, more of a growing economy, and you're going to have less terrorism. And I think they support that concept in what they have done in their region.
On the Yazidis, the U.S. government has described that as a genocide. Do you intend to pursue war crimes trials for members of ISIS that have been part of the genocide against the Yazidis?
Well, it is a genocide against the Yazidis and the Christians there in the Nineveh Plains region. That's going to continue to move forward for as far as justice now coming out of the genocide that's taken place. That's something that is other areas are working on and pushing. But to me, if a genocide declaration is made and determination is made, the earth should shake. This is something so profoundly evil that there has to be a series of consequences that come out of it, or you're going to encourage future despots to do similar things, or groups to do similar things, if there isn't a series of significant consequences. And as we continue to build the factual case up, I think those have to follow.
And one last question on Turkey. Now that the foreign minister is coming this week, has there been any progress regarding the case of Pastor Brunson?
We continue to work and push at very high levels, at the highest levels with Turkey on the case of Andrew Brunson. I can't report any progress because he continues to be held as a political prisoner, as a pawn. There's no factual basis. It was a show trial that took place there. He's basically being accused of treason because he went and worked expressing and carrying his faith. And this is preposterous, particularly for a NATO ally. But I can't tell you that we've got any progress on getting him released, or the Turks are any closer to releasing him.
Thank you very much.